The Overwatch League, about a month ago, broke into mainstream YouTube news, and specifically on the H3H3 channel. H3H3 decided to take some jabs at the Overwatch League, and specifically the performance that went on in the halftime show, with DJ Khalid. So there's actually a whole video about it on their channel. DJ Khalid bombs at the Overwatch League. 382,000 views. That's a lot more than really anyone in the YouTube community can get, except meme channels. And so, but before we get more into what Ethan and Gila share, stuff like this is important because for us in the Overwatch community, it's kind of cool to see, how other people look into our little, globe. I could have done better hand motions for that. I was going with like shaking the globe. Wow, this channel is going to get deleted.
I've got some clips lined up that I want to watch with you guys.
Okay.
The first one is DJ Khalid performing at an Overwatch League.
Ooh.
Oh.
And yeah, the people you're hearing as well, they have guests on the show, and it's Videogamedunkey, if you're familiar with that YouTube channel, who has made some Overwatch videos. They have them on, and so they're all watching this together. And I think it's cool that that's another, technically someone in the Overwatch community, but they're not known for Overwatch in this video, looking at it.
It's like...
And again, okay, this is really going to be mainstream people's players at the top of the game on YouTube, their first look at the Overwatch League and the Overwatch community. Let's keep going.
Let's go! New York!
By the way, they framed this up so like there's like 10 people actually waving their arms.
Yeah, the rest of the room's empty.
Yeah, and there's
Donkey, dude, why are you laughing? Are you really going to make jokes about the Overwatch community when specifically you made such big hits like Thunderwatch or Overman? Bro, this community has been good to you. How dare you laugh at us?
Well, the rest of the room is just like not interested at all. This is just a strange thing.
How is this an event?
So the first things we're hearing about the mainstream people talking about Overwatch League, how is this an event? You have Videogamedunkey, like the top gaming channel, is just laughing. And we just have to keep pressing forward.
Damn, it's like Justin Bieber's not there singing. You
Yeah.
just got DJ Khaled, which is the worst part of every music video.
Are they booing? Oh.
Oh no! That kid is like
Doing a little
straight
jig.
horrified. Kid is like, are you serious right now?
Overwatch.
Yeah, that kid's being serious because he understands what's about to happen to his favorite game, Overwatch. He knows it's going to be all over the H3H3 podcast now. He knows it's going to get ripped apart. This kid is like foreseeing the future.
What is that effect where it makes it look
Turn
like
it down.
everyone...
All right, okay. You know what? I understand why they're laughing at our game and at our community's event. DJ Khalid was maybe not the best person to go with to make a performance here. When you think about it, there is some kind of truth to what the criticisms are that are being brought up, and that what exactly does DJ Khalid do? I didn't even know that he was bookable for performances like this. I guess the Overwatch League must have paid him a pretty penny. That iced out watch he's wearing is probably a benefit from the paycheck he got for this.
Maybe like at your own concert, but like at Overwatch.
Even at his own concert. You think that this could go on for 2 hours straight?
Well, no, but
Damn.
You almost gotta appreciate him for even having the courage to do this. Cause
yeah,
Not true.
definitely great.
Yeah, so her name is Gila, and she brings up a great point. I wonder if Mr. Khalid understands the position he's in, and I wonder if he knows what he does is not really anything on stage. Really, when you pay for DJ Khalid, you're not paying for some great performance. It's not like you're having some sort of famous rap artist come on and just hit this great set, or this big band. Like, you don't just fly out Weezer and you have this great set and it would be a fantastic show. I wonder if DJ Khalid understands that he's just kind of there to try to amplify the crowd's energy just for a little bit, and that's what it is.
But like, Blizzard hired him. What do you think? You fan of DJ Khalid?
That was
Dunkey, if this isn't something that makes the Overwatch League and Overwatch look good,
we're gonna have to cut you from the community, man. I'm sorry.
performances at Blizzard. That was probably the #1.
the most
Best
hype.
one.
He's in the community. He gets to stay. Dunkey, we love you, man. Okay, so overall, the good thing to take away from that is that it was definitely more focused on the performance, and even the word Overwatch really was used only once or twice throughout the entire video. It's really a critique of DJ Khaled. But speaking of Overwatch League and mainstream media, no, I don't want to subscribe to this. So I wanted to point out that with everything that's been bad about the Overwatch League mainstream media, it has been very insignificant compared to the goodness that has come out of this. So on Wire.com, which is a pretty popular news magazine website, late last year, so December of last year, the headline is the Overwatch Video Game League aims to become the new NFL. This is a major title. It's basically trying to give legitimacy to video games compared to sports. And so that's already great for the branding of esports. And what we get into next here is the argument of, you have people from like traditional ESPN type of sources say,
oh no, the video game, they're comparing to sports. No, there has to be a ball. There has to be physical, some sort of effort that was exerted.
and they can think that, but then there's people on our side of the fence that get way too defensive. And responding to these people, they're like, yes, Overwatch League is a sport. I mean, they'll try to point out everything that there is.
That, you know, the teams practice, they're paid to play, they put as much time, and it's as competitive as, you know, NFL or NBA, MLB players do.
But you know what? The argument is so dumb, because at the end of the day, who cares? Why do we have this cool esports thing? Why do we have to downgrade it to be a sport? Isn't this kind of cooler than your traditional ball sport? So if ESPN traditional people want to go ahead and call this,
It's not a sport.
they're acting like sports are some grand tier. It's like the final frontier of being legitimate, being called a sport. Bro, who cares? We're an esport. This is cooler. We have something cooler than their stupid ball sports, okay? What we do is so much more fun. But this picture right here symbolizes something so important into the mainstream, and that is, let's go ahead and unpack it. So right off the bat, you're hit with a barrage of color, and it's gorgeous. It's high production, and we're gonna start with that. You can tell and see that Blizzard has done a great thing, and that's put tons of funding. That was a strange way to say that. Hundreds of thousands of dollars, millions into the entire complex, of course. But on stage, I mean, you have probably like $100 grand right there building out this beautiful, beautiful set piece that all of your attention is really going to be driving to. You see all the lights up in the ceiling. You see multiple cameras all around. You see the announcers in the corner. The most important thing to take from this is that there is not a single empty seat. This is the stuff that when you're outside and you really only know about ESPN type of ball sports, and you're suddenly looking at this. This is our first look into esports. As someone who doesn't see this before, you're seeing a packed out center with incredibly high production value. I mean, people are cheering. They have their little clapper things. I hate those so much. When I go to a sports thing, I freaking hate those things. I think this image is so cool to us as gamers. It's like, look at how far we've come. And it's a big thank you to Blizzard for being willing to put the money, and they invested so much more than money, the manpower, time into building the actual Overwatch game in the first place. But also to you guys as a community that watching this video right now of mine. It is such a cool thing to see how far we've come. I mean, we've gone from these stupid video games are just video games and that's it. They're just a place where kids can waste their time, and you can do it for fun until real life hits, and that's after college. You go ahead and get your real job, get married, have your kids, whatever. There's really no more time for video games. But look, we've turned this into like, gaming is no longer some sort of little hobby on the side. Gaming has become so involved with communities and has been so involved competitively. People that used to not play video games are now playing video games you never would have before as an adult. It is now cool as an adult to play video games. And I'm actually, I turned 21 on Tuesday, September 4th. I turned 21. I will be an official adult who is capable of doing whatever I want, basically, except being able to rent a car for some reason. Even if I didn't like do this as for my income, the fact that I still play video games is not looked down upon anymore. And I think that's so cool how far we've come. Like culturally, we never have to worry about being looked at as someone that's kind of weird because we play video games. No, dude, it's cool now. And this video got like really emotional and heartfelt out of nowhere. And I just wanted to say I seriously love you guys. And you may have noticed the last few videos have been a little bit different than what you typically expected on this channel. And that's because I have big aspirations on YouTube. I have big goals for the channel, and just me personally, ever since I was little and started watching YouTube for the first time, I knew I wanted to do YouTube for the rest of my life. I want to be in this field. I love the people. And that the foremost thing is the people I could not relate to with anymore. The friends I've made on YouTube. And we're talking even just other names that you know in the Overwatch community. Like I've met, we're at Ragtag, Clifterios, Daniel Fenner, all three guys from your Overwatch, Kenzo, Snipsy. I even met Punchkin not too long ago. Like these guys are all so nice, and it's like people that have the same exact type of mind I do, where we love everything about this Twitch, and because Twitch gets pulled into this, it's basically the same thing as YouTube. Don't go hard on me in the comments. The whole YouTube and Twitch thing is so cool and such a big part of our lives, and we love every bit of this community. And the people are fantastic. The names of everyone I just listed, very nice people. I am not like BSing this just for the sake of as happy as everyone gets along. These are all great people. And as someone who has had the very lucky chance to be able to get a channel off of the ground in gaming, which is like unheard of nowadays. And the fact that I've been able to meet some of these people, and they've ended up at every turn, these players in the YouTube game have been nothing but phenomenally helpful and very supportive. So I think the gaming community as a whole on YouTube and Twitch, I think the mainstream media is just about to get a taste of what it's really like to have some pretty fantastic people in this really cool area. And I hope you guys have a good rest of the night. Take care, everybody. See ya.